Can Virat Kohli do the unthinkable? Can the chase master chase down such masters 100?
He's given people a reason to believe that he can.
If we include the ODI World Cup, he'll have at least 30 ODIs. At least 30 ODIs, 16 centuries. It means he needs to score a century in every second game.
Yeah, man on a mission, and in the Virat Trophy for Delhi, he's pretty much geared up, charged on, taking the bowlers on. The sixes are coming. The singles are still there. It's just that he has snuck in those boundaries, maybe because of
those sixes over cover. That's something that he has added. Hello everyone, you're watching TUI Sport. This is Pratyush Raj and I have with me Sahil Malhotra. Today we are going to talk about Virat Kohli. Can Virat Kohli do the unthinkable? Can the chase master chase down such masters 100? We're going to talk about everything, how many ODIs we have left, including the ODI World Cup in 2027. Sahil, do you think the chase master can do the unthinkable? Can he chase down Sachin's 100?
I think it's going to be one of the most important chases of his life. Not suggesting that Virat is actually going after that milestone, but he's given people a reason to believe that he can. 8400s there, almost scored the 85th, if I'm not wrong, in that series against South Africa. A lot of time left, a lot of games left. The fitness is right up there. Nearly scored 200s in as many Virat Trophy games for Delhi. So 1600s, the chase is very much on. And Pratyush, you have culled out the numbers. The matches are kind of in its favor.
In 2026, India is supposed to play 18 ODIs. Then there is a 2027, the FTTP has not come out with the scheduling.
Yeah.
So if we include the ODI World Cup, he'll have at least 30 ODIs.
Yeah.
That means at least 30 ODIs, 16 centuries. It means he needs to score a century in every second game. It's difficult. But knowing the way he has batted in Bangalore, whatever we have been told and heard and read, he looks like a man on a mission.
Yeah, man on a mission. And why he looks a man on a mission, Pratyush? Because there was a time when his ODI cricket became very risk-free. But the way he has been batting against South Africa in particular, that early intent of taking the bowlers on in the power play, primarily because of the rule change where you have that oldish ball. So he knows that his scoring opportunities lies until the 30th over mark. Not that he can't accelerate afterwards, but his best bet remains with the hardish white ball. And he's capitalizing on that even in the Virat Trophy for Delhi. He's pretty much geared up, charged on, taking the bowlers on. The sixes are coming. So that wasn't the case with Virat earlier. Earlier, we used to see him just easing to 50s with a couple of boundaries and a lot of singles. The singles are still there. It's just that he has snuck in those boundaries, maybe because of
those sixes over cover. That's something that he has added, courtesy the IPL and T20 game. You were at the stadium when he broke Sachin's ODI. The reception, the everything that is, and I think there's something has triggered in him, and now he wants to do that.
No, looks like that probably looks to be the case. And you rightly mentioned that international hundreds thing was very much on the way he was going in the World Cup. I think he had a phenomenal World Cup for India, 23 ODI World Cup. People went on and on about his strike rate, but he was playing his role to perfection. Virat at number 3, scoring those hundreds without any fuss, without any noise. I clearly remember that 100 he scored against South Africa at the Eden Gardens. I think a lot was made of that 100 that he was chasing that milestone. But I was there, Pratyush, covering that game. That wicket was not easy to bat, and South Africa's run chase showed that. India just ran through South Africa in that game.
Mohammad Shami
completely outplaying them. And what can I say about that 100 where he overtook the great Sachin Tendulkar? I think he was going to do that at Wankhede in a game before that, but it so was the case that it happened in the semi-final, if I'm not wrong, against New Zealand. Sachin Tendulkar in the stands, his wife in the stands, and he was there down on his knees, and just that moment was very, very emotional. I would say, even while watching, it looked like a man down on his knees, the burden of expectations finally weighing him down, and him taking that sigh of relief after going past Sachin Tendulkar.
So there's a video going viral on social media recent days when a young Sunil Gavaskar around 1990s, 1991 is saying that if Sachin Tendulkar won't end up scoring 15,000 international run and 40 test century, he himself is going to strangle him.
Yeah.
So and few years back, you remember there was an BCCI award or some award where Sachin went on to say, in this room there is a couple of guys who can break my record, Virat and Rohit. Yeah. And Virat is someone like the baton was beautifully passed through, and there's something for fans, that is something I think Virat Kohli would love to end. And Coming back to one question, that his test form that kind of deteriorated. Do you think post-COVID the ODIs kind of took a backseat? There was so many T20I World Cup, and it kind of impacted Virat's form because he was not playing enough ODIs.
Yeah.
Because his ODIs run kind of superseded the way he batted in Test. Right.
No, his phenomenal years in Test cricket, and if you look at that pattern, every good Virat Kohli Test series was more often than not preceded by a good ODI series. So he used to get that mode switched on in ODIs, and then it was just muscle memory taking over. He looked very good, I think, in versus South Africa away from home, when there were again a lot of talks that he's reaching late, then he's coming with his family. What drama was time pe ki Virat is not prioritizing cricket. Yes, he was prioritizing family, but under no circumstances was he deprioritizing cricket then. It was one hard truth which Indian cricket is still not able to come to terms with, that a cricketer can respect and prioritize his family. A lot has been said and done already in this regard ki family ko mat bulao, family ko mat leke aao. But here's a guy who's like approaching 100 ODI, hundreds, and he's saying, I'll bring my family along, I'll spend time with my family, and I'll turn up, I'll score, and I'll leave. That's all he's doing right now.
I mean, why India need Virat Kohli? If India wants to win 2027 ODI World Cup in South Africa in challenging condition, Virat Kohli is again going to the key. Don't you think so?
So he's going to be, he's going to be, if not the key player, but he has the key player, because you're talking about the ODI World Cup, Pratyush, where you're not going to just sneak into a semi-final. You have to play good cricket for a month and 40 days odds, and then you have to avoid the slippery banana peel when it comes to the knockout games. So winning a ODI World Cup doesn't happen by fluke. If you remember Australia's campaign, I think till the time that wind or rain interruption, you were there in Lucknow, I think, against Sri Lanka. After that break due to storm, a different Australian side turned up. Then they did what they did against Afghanistan.
Suddenly Adam Jumper looked like Saint Warren.
And Glenn Maxwell was doing things which everyone expected him to do, but he was doing them at the biggest stage of them all. So a different Australia turned up, and that's the beauty of a ODI World Cup. You just can't have one or two games and win the World Cup. You have to be mighty consistent. That is what the mighty Aussies have showed us in this format, and that is what England haven't shown us in this format, because they won that 2019 World Cup, and since then it has been a downward slide for Bazball and company, or whatever the word you want to call them. But yes, the chase as far as hundreds is concerned looks very much on, and just drawing to that conversation which he has been having in the dressing room. Virat right now, people would feel, is detached from cricket. I think he's not as obsessed or intense with cricket as he was when he was growing up. Now family has taken over. He has priorities in the right place. He's not living in India just to avoid that outside noise and clutter which follows a superstar of his stature.
And I think any parent would want their kid to grow in a secure environment where cameras are not chasing.
I think that's the biggest thing, because we have seen even when people like Rohit step out with family, the paparazzis are right in their faces, and it doesn't look pleasant at all. And whatever Hardik Pandya encountered with his partner recently, and the post which he was forced to put out in the middle of a series, just imagine how much it would have hurt him, the privacy, the family. So it's so not on, and I think that kind of sums up why Virat Kohli is chilling in London when he's not playing cricket. But the chase is very, very much on.
Absolutely. On that note, we'll see whether Virat will able to chase down the record of his idol or not, but we'll have to wait. We have few months, not exactly two. We have few months to see whether Virat will be able to do the unthinkable or not. But when it comes to chase, you know who is Mr. Chase Master. Thank you for watching TUI Sports.